Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Masify, back with another video. Before I get started, I need y'all to help a brother out by hitting that like, comment, subscribe, and share if you like the content. Currently, I just touched down in Vegas. I had to book an emergency trip out here because I cracked my top arch of my teeth. I'll see if I can get y'all some pictures or video of it to show. No, it's not painful, but I got to get them replaced so I don't break any of the anchors that's holding them in. So I was chewing hard stuff, chocolate, frozen chocolate, which I don't supposed to do. And things happen. But overall, I want to talk about something a little bit more important. Like I was on the plane and I was worried like the whole time of the planes because this past week has been very chaotic in the United States when it comes to airplanes and issues. It's literally two planes that went down in less than a week.
A warning, these videos are difficult to see as we are also learning more about these 67 lives that were lost in this collision. This morning, the New York Times is reporting that the helicopter may have been flying outside of its approved flight path and higher than it should have been. We'll get much more to that. Let's get to the videos. The first video we want to show you, the bright light that you see at the top is the American Airlines jet as it approached the runway. Then you see the helicopter flying directly into the frame and directly into the plane. Both aircraft immediately then crashing down into the Potomac River. The second video, it appears to be surveillance video from the airport and showing the very same helicopter moving along the river as the plane approaches the runway at DCA, and then the collision and the explosion and into the Potomac River. Horrifying. Both now to the investigation into what led to that horrific crash. Both of the so-called black boxes have been recovered from the commercial jet, are being examined and analyzed. Those black boxes are going to be key to pinpointing what exactly happened in the moments before the deadly crash.
And that one plane, that's the one that kind of just threw me through the loop because it's like, that could have been anyone. They literally was at the end of the trip. They were landing. And somehow, some way, the military helicopter ended up in their path. And now you got nearly 70 people who lost their lives because somebody, we don't know who, on the military side, on the airport side, somebody slacked off at their job and was very incompetent. And now we got nearly 70 people who lost their lives. My condolences to the ones who lost their lives. My condolences to all the families that's affected because this could have been any one of us. And the fact that they made it all the way to the end of the trip and it wasn't the fault of the plane whatsoever, it's just, it really just puts some things in perspective when it comes to analyzing life, how quick you hear and how quick you can be gone. And I try to let the people around me know that we are no exception. We are no different. We're not special. We're humans in this game called life. We are all here for a limited time. And all we can do is what we can do while we're here until our day and our number is called. We try to live as best as we can. That's all we can do. But we have to learn how to accept the fact that we all have a day. We all have a date, and we don't know when it is. So right now, that's supposed to be a boil. It's getting hard. It ain't even been a week here yet. But the fact is, if this thing don't, I say within while I'm down here, because you can see this thing big. I don't know if y'all can really tell, but this thing is big. So supposed to be a boil, so I'm just remaining calm and treating it like that. I've been plucking at it, trying to see if I can find any ingrown hairs or whatnot. But if this thing is not, popped and draining and showing itself to be a boil by the time I get back home, I have a doctor's appointment to see what's going on, to see if this thing could be cancerous because anything can happen to anybody. A lot of people have been being diagnosed with cancer before the age of 40. I'm not 40 yet, but anything is possible. And we got to realize that because we're humans like everybody else. I'm not special. I haven't been taking care of myself the best throughout life. Cancer is in almost any and everything nowadays. So we just have to be mindful of life, what life is, how sensitive life can be, how precious life can be, live it as best as we can, and just take it from there. You got loved ones you love them, treat them with respect because they can be here today, gone tomorrow. Here today, gone tomorrow. That's how life works for majority of people. Majority of people don't get to choose the time of their home going or their passing. Majority of people don't make it to an older age, whatever you would consider older. A lot of us are not making it past the age of 50. So we need to just start being mindful, handling life a little bit better, doing things better, showing you can be a decent person to society, living by some type of moral standards that at least have you out here living a certain type of way, being a good person. You know, a lot of my moral values, of course, initiate from a form of a religion because I was brought up under Christianity. I currently have no religious doctrine that I follow at all. But of course, a lot of my morals and principles and who I am is probably kind of based around a lot of the things that I've learned growing up. Being a good person, treat how others how you like to be treated, things of that nature. A lot of it comes from scripture and the Bible. I don't read the Bible or anything, but a lot of my moral standards come from there just based on what I was raised under from my parent. So I just try to tell people to be a decent person in life. Treat others how you want to be treated. And if you care at all, uh, if you care to be remembered by others, do something in your life significantly to whereas you make yourself stand out to be remembered by others. You know, whatever that looks like for you. I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you how it is or whatever. It's just a lot of people create their legacies and how they want to be remembered. And, that's all you can do. You can do what you can do out here in life and be who you can be. But no matter what, it's always going to be someone who didn't like you, don't like you, who would like to tarnish your reputation. You always get that, no matter what position you're in. If you filthy rich, if you made it to be filthy rich, you're gonna have a bunch of people at the bottom that hate you. You even have people at the top that hate you. If you're in the middle, you have people at the bottom that hate you. You have people at the top that hate you. It's always gonna be somebody who dislikes you. If you're at the bottom, meaning borderline poverty. You're gonna have people who look at you and disgust from the top, people who look at you and disgust from the bottom. If you're homeless, you have people who look at you and disgust from the top, people who look at you and disgust from the bottom. No matter what position you are in life, there's always going to be a group of people who don't like you. And you, as a person, need to understand that because you can't please everybody. You're not here to please everybody. And you need to learn how to just deal with the people who don't like you accordingly. Eliminate them. Don't be around them. Don't allow their energy to fester in your life at all. don't even allow their presence to be a presence around you. Don't give them the energy. Don't give them anything. If people don't accept you for you and like you, don't give them the energy or anything. Let them fester by themselves. That didn't sound like a V8. It sounded like a V6 Camaro because he had little sounds in there and just thumping. So, but that could have been anyone. And then I heard about the second plane crash. They said something about that the plane went down not too far after it took off.
A warning, this report from David Blevins contains images some viewers may find distressing from the outset, including the moment of the crash.
Just 30 seconds after takeoff, a medical transport jet crashed to the ground in a ball of fire. The plane had a child patient and 5 others on board.
Wow. Holy cow.
The jet was on its way to Missouri after departing northeast Philadelphia Airport.
Oh, God.
The moment of impact recorded by air traffic control.
Approach to runway 24, what's going on down there?
We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out.
A major incident has been declared, the president posting on social media, "So sad to see the plane go down in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. More innocent souls lost. Our people are totally engaged. First responders are already being given credit for doing a great job. More to follow. God bless you all." Officials on the ground are scrambling for answers.
It was
already being given credit for doing a great job. More to follow. God bless you all. Officials on the ground are scrambling for answers.
It was only afloat for a very short period of time before something went terribly wrong and it crashed. Investigators are pouring over the crash site right now. Further updates will be provided as soon as they are available, but I want to be clear that we will find a cause for this tragedy.
Residents have been told to stay away from the scene as authorities begin their investigation. The crash happened just blocks from the Roosevelt Mall in the city in a residential neighbourhood. One person who was in a car has died, at least 19 others on the ground injured. It's eerily quiet here at the scene. People struggling to process that an aeroplane has crashed into a densely populated area just 2 days after America's worst aviation disaster in nearly a quarter of a century, that mid-air collision in the skies above Washington. Another grim task for air accident investigators, with people again asking what could have been done to prevent this.
It really just had me kind of on edge on the plane because it only takes one human error and it can be catastrophic for many. It only takes one deranged individual and it can be catastrophic for many. Life is precious. And I'm just trying to learn how to live it the best way I can. I still don't have therapy right now because I'm still waiting on my therapist to get back with me or my former therapist until I find out if he's still in this particular field and if I'm able to get back with him as far as get my therapy done. If not, I'll be on the search for a new therapist. But I'm just trying to maintain my sanity, be a decent person, communicate with you guys, hopefully help you guys figure things out, be better individuals as best as you can, because that's what I'm working to be for myself and hoping to teach others on how they can be better people, better individuals for society, and just a better version of yourself for yourself. I don't want to ramble on too long, but it's just been kind of a somber week because of a lot of the events that's been going on. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Cherish your family if you love them. Cherish your life if you love it. Be a better version of yourself for yourself. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't accomplish. And just try to be a good citizen, a good human being. That's all I got to say in this video today. This is me, Masafai. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Y'all have a great day. Peace.